Welcome back. You likely know someone who has battled breast cancer. It is the most common cancer among women. In fact, this year alone, 250,000 women here in the U.S. will be diagnosed with the disease.
But tonight, we're focusing on an aspect of breast cancer that's rarely, if ever, talked about. And 8 News senior reporter Nate Eaton is here to share a very personal story that every parent should see.
Yeah, Juan, this story isn't just for women, but for men and children, too. For generations, breast cancer has slowly killed my family members, but now I'm doing what I can to stop it.
Nate?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Kathy. I'm Dr. Pelican's nurse.
Kathy, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
A year ago, I never would have imagined I'd be here.
Go in the room?
Here in this chair?
Yeah.
At the Bon Secours, Virginia Breast Center. I'm nervous. It might be high.
That's right. Everybody's as high when they come in here.
Yeah.
We can do it right through your shirt. It's fine.
I'm about to undergo a simple test that could determine life or death. The reason I'm here is for this little girl. Good night, little one. You see, 5 months ago, my life changed. Little Emerson Eaton was born. Hey. Very alert, perfectly healthy, and incredibly adorable. But inside her little body could be a teeny tiny microscopic deadly problem that's been in my family for generations.
I watched my mother die from breast cancer.
This is my mom, Alana.
She had it, her mother had it. My great-grandmother died of cancer, and her brothers and sisters, she came from a very large family, nearly everyone died of cancer.
Not only did they die of cancer, but they were all young, so young that in 1995, researchers in Utah started studying my mom's family to see what was causing the cancer.
There was so much cancer in my mother's family that we always wondered, what it was.
For weeks, interviews were done, tests were given, and blood was drawn. But doctors ultimately ended up focusing on the BRCA1 gene.
Everybody has BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes, BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes.
Everyone has them, but in a small group of people, they're mutated. If that's the case, your chances of getting breast and ovarian cancer skyrocket. If you test positive for it, is that a guarantee that you'll get cancer?
It's not a guarantee, but for a woman, her likelihood of getting breast cancer, her lifetime risk is about 85%.
While the risk is extremely high, very few have to worry. Less than 1% of people have a mutated BRCA1 gene.
The prevalence in the general population is 0.25%, so 1/4%.
For those who do have it, aggressive measures are often taken. Remember this Time magazine cover of Angelina Jolie? She had a double mastectomy after learning she's BRCA1 positive. The results came from a simple test, something my mom took almost 20 years ago as part of one of the original BRCA1 gene study groups.
They were actually more concerned about the emotional reactions of people getting the gene test at that time because it was brand new.
My mom and eventually her 5 siblings were all tested. My Aunt Margaret was positive, and right now she's fighting stage 4 breast cancer at age 50. All the other sisters and brothers tested negative, except my mother. So what were your thoughts when you found out that you did have the gene?
Well, I was sad and disappointed. I hoped I didn't, of course.
Doctors suggested my mom have a double mastectomy. She refused, but did undergo surgery.
They recommended that I have my ovaries removed because actually the risk is far greater from ovarian cancer than from breast cancer in my family.
Because my mom's a carrier, there's a 50-50 chance I am too. If so, my risk of getting cancer goes up slightly, but that doesn't really concern me. No. My daughter does, because if I carry the mutated gene, she may have it too. Oh, what's that? It sounds like, though, the bigger concern may be for me is if I have it, would be my daughter.
That is absolutely correct. It's the implication for your daughter.
Come with me. We're going to go in room 1.
Okay. So that brings me to the breast center.
If you want to have a seat right here for me.
Sure. Where I've decided to get the BRCA1 test.
Strong family history of breast cancer, and your mom is actually BRCA positive.
She's BRCA positive, as is my aunt.
Okay. I'm just going to have you swish a couple of times with mouthwash, and we're actually going to be getting some of your DNA from your cheek cells.
And just swish for 30 seconds?
Just swish and swish very vigorously.
Okay. The test is simple, fast, and pain-free. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are ready.
All right. Yep. Your time is just about up. You can go ahead and spit in there.
I swish 2 more times, and that's it. That gets sent away. That's what they test.
Correct.
The mouthwash containing the DNA is sent to a lab, and I should have the results within a few weeks.
What did you think when I told you I was going to go get the test?
I think it's a great idea. I'm glad you are, because you have a daughter. You need to know this, and if you have the gene, then that'll be something that she'll be aware of.
You want to go to Grandma?
Something that could change her life as it did my mom's. So far, she's been cancer-free, and at age 62, sorry Mom, is likely the longest living person in her family with the mutated gene.
Patty cake, patty cake.
She says getting yearly exams and meeting with doctors keep her from worrying about future possible health problems.
Doing it, sweetie.
Instead, she focuses on living healthy, her family, and her newest granddaughter, Emerson.
I am not going to let this determine my life. I'm not going to focus on the fact that I will probably or maybe get breast cancer in my life.
Yeah, since 1995, my mom's gone in every year and had her blood drawn. They're saving it.
Wow.
Because if she ever develops breast cancer, they'll go back and see what changes were from year to year, and then maybe they can help prevent future cases.
All right, Nate, so this is all passed down from your parents through children, so you have brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Have they been tested also?
2 sisters have. They're both negative.
Okay.
My 2 brothers have not. I'm the first man to do it. And, of course, we're waiting for those results to come back. I don't have them yet, but when we do get them, we'll follow up and let you know out there whether I'm positive or negative. In the meantime, I'm sure this creates a lot of questions about the BRCA1 gene. So we're going to bring in a doctor here into our studio tomorrow on 8 News at 5:30. Send me your questions. Go to our 8 News Facebook page, leave them on there, and then be sure to watch tomorrow. We'll try to get those questions answered for you. Juan?
All right, that is an amazing story. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you for
sharing,
sharing that.
Nate Eaton. We'll see you tomorrow.
Your mother is a strong woman.
She sure
nice
is.
to see her too.
All right.